Hey, what's up everyone? It's Dolbec here, and today I'm gonna tell you how to make bank with pedal bike. Why pedal bike? Cause I love pedal bike and I did it myself. I know it's possible, like I did it, and when you go into a bike shop, you're gonna have to pay them between $60 per or around $100 per hour. So making $40 per hour and paying the place where you work, uh, it's supposed to be happening. You're supposed to be able to do it if you do it right. And what do I mean by doing it right? The best way to make money buying and selling pedal bike is you need to find if the bike have some problem, the evaluation at the start. Like if someone sell me those BMX, um, you see those BMX wheel are made for race. And yeah, if someone said it to me, well, first I'm gonna have to make it spin and watch if they are in a straight line or not. Having the tire on make it harder to see if it's a straight line, so you guys probably don't see it. But when you get used to it, you can clearly see it when you look at the rim on the top when you make it spin. You see what I mean? So yeah, like with all a lot of small trick like that, you can easily make a price over the bike and try to lowball the dude to sell it higher. Because your job is to buy it and sell it higher, and the other dude need to know it because no one else is willing to buy his bike. You need to convince him, and you're there today to buy his bike right now, minimal price, but right now. You see what I mean? So everything like right now, okay, those well are working. Like it's working. You put it on a bike, you can roll on it. But I feel a small, like some small grain into it. Like the grease into it is old and it's not doing his job good anymore. So like I can easily tell the dude, oh, okay, I'm gonna have to take everything off there, put some grease, put it back, all the bearing. It's gonna take me an hour or 45 minutes. It can take me 15 minutes, you know. But if the piece is broken, it can take up to 1 hour. So always estimate up to 1 hour around. Like even if you know it can be happening in 15 minutes, you don't know if it's gonna break. So you need to make your estimate on that. So the dude bring me those two wheel for BMX. It's a racing wheel, and yeah, there's a lot of teeth. There's some with less teeth on, but it's still that much a big amount. So it's very good wheel, and like like I say, you need to make sure everything goes right. Okay, this block in this direction, spin in the other. Again, you look if it's doing well. This one roll way better. So like, okay, so the dude tell me like, okay, you're gonna give me 120 bucks for those two. I'ma tell him, okay, but I'ma have to work 1 hour to fix this well because it's not rolling right, and I'ma only be able to sell it 200 bucks, dude. So I'm gonna have to work 1 hour on that. Again, with 60 bucks per hour, you tell him that even if you win 40, I'm gonna show you on the internet. It's say pedal bike is about 60 to $100 per hour. So you have to tell the right to the people. You have the right to tell them, okay, it's gonna cost me 60 bucks of my time just to repair that well. I'm gonna have to put grease into it and maybe change some bearing. So you want to sell me that 160 bucks, but I'ma offer you 80 bucks for it. And the dude gonna say yes most of the time, cause you bring him the reality about his item, and if you have a good knowledge of the item you have in your hand and all around, this is how you're gonna make the money. Cause if you don't learn how to evaluate a bike, how you will put a price on it and sell it higher. It's gonna be impossible. So the first step is straight up to put an evaluation price on the object the dude want to sell you, and then you evaluate about the time you're gonna put on it, the piece, and like this one look clean. I'm pretty sure I have no problem demounting it. Like I'm gonna be able to disassemble and reassemble pretty easy. I'm pretty sure. Maybe it's gonna happen something, but it's pretty rare. So I have to say to the dude, it's gonna cost me around $80 to repair it. But if it was worse, I would be able to play maybe more on the price. But you see what I mean? I'm gonna buy them $80 and I'm gonna go sell them 200. It's not that much a big deal, but I still did my money. And you need to count into that into the money I made. Now those pieces are in my house, and I need they are taking space, so they are costing me money right now. So more I owe them, more I lose money. That's what I mean. At least they are in my house, so I'm living there. So for me, it's not a waste. But someone who are living, doing it outside of his house can be way harder. That's why I recommend if you start buying and selling things, doing it at your house first can be really good. Or doing it at your work. I worked into a bike shop during a moment, and at the end, when the day was over, I was staying alone there working like 1 hour, 2 hour on my own bike, and then bringing back to house. And yeah, so I'm a dude of ecologic. I had a car, and I'm not the type of dude who even like want to ride it. I'm a bike dude. I listen. Events someone with nothing can achieve $40 per hour with bike because I did it. There was some bike other side of the town. I was finding them on Kijiji. The price was looking good. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go other side of the town with my bike and bring another bike with me on my other end, and I was doing it with that. And sometimes they do that another bike on the side, and the bike was not on Kijiji, but I wanted it. So sometimes I was coming back with 2 or 3 bike, and sometimes I was putting a trailer behind me. You see what I mean? You baby trailer, and you dismantle the bike. You take the wheel off, and you put it in the baby trailer, and you go with it. This is how real men start. You see what I mean? Like the main problem of most entrepreneurs is they think they need funding to start, but the reality is I only had $20 when I started to repair bike, and my first bike I bought, I had $20 in my pocket. I was not even thinking I would buy bike, and there was another dude the other side of the street who was bringing scrap metal all together, and I saw some bike into it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go look. I go look. I say, hey, what's up? And he start speaking to me. He say, hey, if you want something into that, tell me. And after this day, I bought like 2 or 3 bikes to the dude, $20. It was some old Peugeot, and I sold them all over 100. And there was not that much work to do. So after that, that same dude who was taking the scrap metal in all the city was just coming at my house 2 or 3 times every week just to try to sell me all the bike he was finding. It was non-stop. I was not even able to buy him all his bike. And on Kijiji, it was selling pretty good. The people around, it's pretty harder if you try, like, if your friend come see you, okay, I'm 6'2", I need a bike, that type of bike, and then you try to find the perfect bike, it won't work. The reality is you buy what you can, and you sell what you can, and the people take what they can. And this is how I work it. You go on Kijiji, and you sell it, and I pause the bike. If the dude want it, he come, he try it, and if he like it, he go, and I never see him again. If someone who's really tall in your family see you and come see you and, hey, I want a bike, and you don't have that really tall bike in your thing, you're not gonna give him a smaller bike because you want to sell something. You see what I mean? So trying to give the people what they want is not the solution exactly. Sometimes you just have to work on what you have, and people gonna find what they want into it. So yeah, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's it kinda. And seriously, road bike, mountain bike, both of them, like more the cross country bike, like the downhill bike cost a lot and not that many people do it, but the road bike and cross country bike, hybrid bike, race bike, those type of bike, seriously go very good for the buy and sell. Any people can ride it. A lot of people do training those days, so they're gonna buy the bike just to go train if it's a road bike or a cross country. Because some people like to be in the wood, and it's good to be some difference in the training too. Like I'm a bike rider. I like to ride a couple different bikes. I have a unicycle with one wheel, road bike, mountain bike, BMX. Like some people really do anything, but most of the people gonna have tendency to get one bike, and it's gonna be a hybrid, like a road hybrid, or cross country bike, still mountain bike that we say. And yeah, so if you work around those two type of bike and you buy and sell them, it's gonna probably work, and you're gonna win $40 per hour minimum and plus plus. So yeah, like I say, sometimes life is simple, and you better just go for it, cause it's there for you, and if you have the health to do it, you better do it now, because I got really sick during a couple of years, and I was not even able to lift a bike. Now I have to regain and restart. At least I'm lucky in life, so I still have my thing, you see what I mean? My life is going well. Like I'm regaining, and I'm gonna be able to do that again. But seriously, uh, if you have the yield, you never know when your yield gonna go down, so you better do it now. Because when your yield gonna go down, you're gonna be ready for it, because you already have some money for when you're not gonna be able to work. Because maybe you're gonna be able to work till the end, but maybe you're gonna lose a leg too. Who knows? So what's important? Don't go too high. You can start by buying junk bike, like you you put them clean, you wash them right, and you try to find the proper dude who wants your bike. If it's a low price bike, set it low price, and the dude who wants a low price bike will buy it. It's gonna come by itself. If you put it on internet, it work. Um, and yeah, like for me in Canada, Quebec, the Kijiji uh, work really nice. There's Facebook Marketplace. It's a bit more complex, but it still work. I see a lot of people, but yeah, like Facebook Marketplace, you need to know where you post your shit, and yeah, so that's kind of it. What I found is the road bike and cross country are the best to buy and sell, and you don't need that much stuff to buy and sell it. You can get your starter pack on Amazon and Wish, all your tools. This is what I did. And when my tool was breaking constantly, I managed to find, okay, this one keep breaking, this one too. So those I got and get some park tools, some real tool. And so it kind of create a balance. I don't spend too much. I don't have full park tool, all the best tool. My best tool are the one that break. The other they don't break, so I don't need to get park tool everything, and that's it. So that for the tool, it's pretty easy. It's pretty nice to have a base to work the bike on. Mostly, if you're 30 years old plus, you're gonna have pain in the back and shit if you do it every day and you work on your bike like that. It's not good. Like, and there's a lot of piece sometimes that stay jammed, and you need to put a lot of weight on your arm and shit. And the weight, like, if you work like that, it's way easier than working like that. It's just a fact. And yeah, but you know, like what I did that is as a starter, like you can have some other base. You can make a base to repair bike by yourself. So yeah, do what you like. This is the first tips I can give. Why I started bike, why I buy my first bike and I start selling it. It's because I love bike first. Um, I learned in the process, so at the start I didn't had that much knowledge. What makes you gain that knowledge to repair something is the interest into it, and then try to get the internet connection, because YouTube gonna respond to most of your question. If you don't, you can go in bike shop, and most of the people in that domain are really willing to tell you what's wrong about your bike and how you can solve it. Like almost any bike shop you go there, they don't tell you, oh no, I'm not gonna tell you how to repair it. See ya. They just go and tell you. So don't be afraid. Do things by yourself. And yeah, so everything you need is on YouTube video if you want to learn something. Believe in yourself. You can mount your bike on like on some some higher shit, but you can make some by yourself, and it can be better to make it by yourself. Like it's not better, but it can be better for you if you don't have the money at the start, because it's not that hard to make a stand to put the bike on and then work on it. You can make it by yourself. It's not gonna be optimized. You better to buy one. It's not that much. It's like between 100 to like 600, but yeah, you can make one by yourself with a bit of scrap metal. I've seen a couple different bike rack that you can work on, made by some people, and that work. So don't be afraid to go see the garbage man and tell him, do you have bike? This is where you're gonna have your best price. Um, Look the website like Kijiji every day and refresh the page a couple times. Try to be the first to spot the bike before the other one find it, because it's gonna go quick. And yeah, when you call to go get the bike, try to be the first to reach there, because maybe the woman called two or three guys. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah. So I propose to everyone to do what you like, and doing that, you're gonna meet other people that's gonna like the same thing. The people speak to me about their bike, like if it was their baby and they are in love with their bike, even if the bike is not that much good. So it's very nice to speak with them, because most of the people are gonna they don't come there with mad or something. They just come because they like bike and they want to share bike stuff. Really nice, really positive environment, and I recommend to anyone to go repair bike right now, because seriously, it's one of the great domain I think in life. Not too hard a job, really fun, and not too much dirty. Um, yeah, man, like try to find something wrong against bike. There's nothing. Like some dude with the car don't like bike, but that's it. Seriously, you want to be green. You want to help the world. Repair bike, man. You help the environment. The environment help everyone, and that's it. So yeah, I think I made my point. You can buy and sell what you want as long as you have some interest into it, and you're willing to gain a bit of knowledge. So believe in yourself and do it. See ya. Peace.